From the plantations of the Americas to the mines of the Congo, black bodies have always been the fuel for global wealth. They stole our labor, our land, our resources, and when we resist, they erase us. Right now, as you watch this video, a war is being fought over minerals that power your phone, your car, and your laptop. A war they don't want you to see. The 14 words, a white supremacist slogan, aren't just about race. They are deeply tied to class control and economic hierarchy. White supremacy isn't just an ideology of racial dominance. It's an economic system that ensures white working class people align with the elite rather than the oppressed non-white working class people. By connecting white survival to economic control, genocide, and global exploitation, the 14 words reinforce a racialized class structure where white elites hoard wealth, poor white workers defend the system, and black and indigenous people globally remain oppressed. The white ruling class uses the 14 words to convince poor white people that their greatest threat is racial replacement, not economic exploitation. Instead of uniting with black and brown workers against corporate greed, poor whites align with white elites in the name of racial survival. This is how white supremacy prevents class solidarity. While black and indigenous workers in the Congo and global South are dying for Western wealth, poor white workers in the U.S. are told that immigrants, diversity policies, and woke corporations are the real enemies. Congo's minerals fuel the global economy, but Congolese people remain the poorest in the world. If Congo controlled its own wealth, global capitalism would shift in favor of the global South. Instead, corporate-backed warlords keep it destabilized, making extraction cheap while tech billionaires and Western elites profit. The Congo crisis isn't just about racism. It's about class warfare on a global scale. The same system that allows millions in Congo to suffer is the same system that keeps working class people in the West under the thumb of corporate greed. We fight for everyone, but who fights for us? Where are the black billionaires, the politicians, the influencers? Silent. But silence is complicity. White supremacists claim their race is under attack, but history shows who has always been erased, enslaved, and genocided for the sake of empire. While white supremacists secure their dominance, black and indigenous lives are systemically erased. The 14 words are a blueprint for maintaining this global racial and economic hierarchy. We have always fought for our people. From the streets of Harlem to the battlefields of Africa. Black women have led the change and the charge for justice and equality. We don't wait for permission to demand justice, and we won't start now. The Congo is bleeding. Will you watch or will you act?
Let me give a shout out to the Congo. We stand with our brothers and sisters in the Democratic Republic of the Congo right now, who are at war, who are being genocided. And let me say this to that hypocrite Elon Musk. Let me say this to that hypocrite Elon Musk and Bill Gates. Let me say this to those two hypocrites, Elon Musk and Bill Gates. How dare you talk about freedom? How dare you talk about justice? How dare you talk about equality when Tesla and Microsoft, I said Tesla and Microsoft, I said Tesla and Microsoft are buying minerals from companies who exploit the forced labor of children in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I said Tesla and Microsoft. I said Tesla and Microsoft. I said Tesla and Microsoft are buying minerals from companies who are exploiting the free, cheap, forced labor of African babies in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Go on Elon Musk's Twitter, his ex, and let him know how much of a hypocrite he is. Tell Elon Musk how much of a fraud he is to be running around here acting like he care about some democracy. You ain't nothing but hypocrisy, Elon Musk. Your new name is Elon Musk Rat. You are a Musk rat, you deceitful, dishonest human being, Elon Musk rat. Somebody come up with a picture of Elon's face on a musk rat. I said somebody come up with a picture of Elon's face on a musk rat. He's Elon the Musk rat. Hypocrite. Bill Gates, hypocrite. Microsoft and Tesla, we're gonna have to boycott.
That's right.
Microsoft and Tesla, we're gonna have to boycott. And I think Apple is involved. I heard that Apple is involved, brothers and sisters. We may have to give up the iPhones. That's right. We may have to give up the iPhones. Is justice for all Africans or justice for no Africans? We stand with Burkina Faso. We stand with Mali. We stand with Niger. We stand with our brothers and sisters in South Africa, Lesotho, Somalia, Sudan, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Zambia, Gambia, Eswatini. We stand Madagascar. We stand Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda. We stand, brothers and sisters.
That's right.
All Africans, we must stand.
This is how your phone could be fueling a conflict in Central Africa. A rebel group called M23 claims it is now in control of Goma, a city in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, for weeks, the militia has been advancing on the city. Thousands of panicked families have been forced to flee the fighting, and at least a dozen UN peacekeepers and foreign soldiers are dead. In the capital, Kinshasa, fires were set around Western embassies, including the American one, by protesters angry at what they see as intervention in Africa's affairs. So why is all this happening? Well, M23 is a militia accused of mass atrocities, rape, and looting, and it is backed and funded by neighboring Rwanda. That's according to the United Nations, although Rwanda denies this. So why is Rwanda involved? Again, the answer may lie in your phone. The eastern DRC, where Goma is located, is rich in precious minerals used to build electronics. One of those minerals is coltan. And last year alone, Rwanda imported at least 150 metric tons of it by facilitating illegal mining through the M23 rebels in the DRC. Again, that's according to the United Nations. Now, Rwanda denies these accusations, but rights groups fear that M23 will expand its criminal enterprise into what some have called blood phones, putting the lives of millions caught in the chaos at risk.
Congo is essential to the fourth industrial revolution. You cannot talk about AI without the Congo. You cannot fly a drone without Congo. You cannot have advanced technology without Congo. Why? Congo is the number one producer of cobalt in the world. It has one of the largest reserves of coltan in the world. And it has one of the largest lithium reserves in the world at Manono, right? So as long as Congo is kept destabilized and its resources are pilfered to other countries that can rebrand it as Rwandan product, then you don't have to deal with the DRC directly.
Yeah, Kongo sote tutateseka, kila siku mauaji tunachoka, mazingira kabisa inaribika, pia mama zetu wanapakwa, sisi raia inatushangaza, bila ipeneza ivita tutaweza, sote tungane mkono pamoja, kwani umoja ni nguvu, tupambane kisujaa. Ya kwanza, hatuna nyumba, ya pili, hatuna maji, ya tatu, hatuende shule, sisi sote tupiga kelele, hatutaki vita, tunataka amani, na sote tuwe pamoja, sote ni bendera moja, damu moja, watoto wa baba moja. No, one people, one nation, together we can fight the wars in the world. Stop exploitation, cause every day my people die. No Kong, no phone, yeah, no Kong, no phone. Enfant soldat, naza mwana mboga. Yo free come free Sudan, yo free come free Sudan. Walimu uwa Lumumba, mpaka leo tunamuremember. Mapoto na yakaenda, haikutosha mzee akafata. Mungu tuomba msaada, niko mina ona hii dunia inenda isha. Pigana njaa inaongezeka, tunakosa hata chakula kuchacha. Pigana watoto wanakuwa wanajeshi, na wayatima wanakuwa wakimbizi. Wanadamu tuwa kama mbuzi, sababu tu ya kuiba almasi. Tunataka amani njoo tukataa vita, no tuungane mkono wa pana mashina, no tunataka amani njoo tukataa vita, no tuungane mkono wa pana mashina, no.